Discover some.
Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. Ramesh Ramachandran coming up in the next 30 minutes. Tensions continue to soar in West Asia as Israel tells the US that Iran is getting ready for a large-scale retaliatory attack to Hamas leaders' killing. US deploys a guided missile submarine and a carrier strike group to the region. Hamas refuses to send a delegation to participate in Gaza ceasefire talks, rejects new conditions and demands presented by Israel's government. Ukraine and Russia trade accusations over a fire at Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant. UN watchdog says no impact on nuclear safety. And Paris hands over the baton to Los Angeles as the 2024 Olympics ends. US actor Tom Cruise rappels into the stadium to receive the Olympic flag. Qatar, Egypt and the United States are pushing once again to finalize a peace deal between Israel and the Hamas. The Hamas is asking for implementation of a ceasefire plan for Gaza put forward by US President Joe Biden instead of holding more negotiations. The Hamas has cast doubt on its participation in a Thursday meeting called by mediators, which would take place either in Cairo or Doha. Israel said that it would send negotiators to take part in the meeting. The Hamas initially said it was studying the offer, but has now hinted that it may stay out of the new round of talks. It said that the assassination of its leader Ismail Haniyeh in Iran last month indicates that Tel Aviv is not serious about pursuing a ceasefire. Biden had laid out a three-phase ceasefire proposal in an address on the 31st of May. Israel's Defense Minister Yoav Gallant spoke on Sunday with U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin and told him that Iran's military preparations suggest that it is getting ready for a large-scale retaliatory attack on Israel. Meanwhile, the U.S. has ordered deployment of its giant guided missile submarines and nuclear-powered carrier strike groups to West Asia. It's aimed to thwart the spread of the conflict and hinder other countries to join hands with Iran. In talks with his Israeli counterpart Yoav Gallant on Sunday, U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd J. Austin assured the security of Israel. Austin said that he has ordered the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group equipped with fighter jets to move to the region. Now, this move will boost the capabilities already provided by the USS Theodore Roosevelt Carrier Strike Group. Austin has also ordered the USS Georgia guided missile submarine to the region. In his talks, Austin told his Israeli counterpart to exercise control over harm to civilians in Gaza and move towards a ceasefire agreement with the Hamas in order to secure the release of hostages and prevent the spread of the conflict in the region. A U.S. carrier strike group is centered around an aircraft carrier. The group is composed of a flotilla of supporting ships and aircraft to operate together as a cohesive and powerful military force. The aircraft carrier is a floating airbase capable of launching and recovering aircraft, including airstrikes, reconnaissance and air superiority operations. Here's a report by Akhilesh Suman on their strength and importance of presence in the seas.
In the tense West Asian region, US is deploying its two major nuclear-powered carrier groups and a nuclear-powered submarine. The major show of US naval might include two aircraft carrier strike groups, USS Abraham Lincoln and USS Theodore Roosevelt. USS Abraham Lincoln is capable of supporting a wide range of military operations, including airstrikes, intelligence gathering, and humanitarian missions. The ship is also equipped with F-35C stealth fighters. USS Theodore Roosevelt is also a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. It is already in the region since the situation deteriorated and is maintaining a deterrent posture. It serves as a key asset for the U.S. Navy's ability to maintain a forward-deployed presence and respond to crisis. USS Georgia is a nuclear-powered submarine with Tomahawk cruise missiles, allowing it to conduct precision strikes. USS Georgia's stealth and firepower make it a potent tool for strategic deterrence. These vessels together form a powerful and flexible naval force. The deployment of these military assets by the U.S. Defense Department to the Central Command or the CENTCOM area displays substantial increase in American military presence and readiness in the tense West Asian region. The deployment solves a dual purpose for the U.S. It is a warning to Iran and its allies in the region, and also reassures Israel that U.S. is firming up its ironclad guarantee to Israel defense with actual large-scale deployment. Akhilesh Suman's report for DD India.
The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is holding military drills in the western part of Iran that will continue until Tuesday, Iran's official news agency announced on Sunday. The drills, which started on Friday, are ongoing in the western province of Kermanshah, close to the border with Iraq, to enhance combat readiness and vigilance. Iran and the Hamas accuse Israel of carrying out Ismail Haniyeh's assassination on 31st July. But Israel has not confirmed or denied responsibility for the killing, which has fueled further concern that the war between Israel and the Hamas in Gaza was turning into a wider regional war. Right, moving on, a fire erupted in a cooling tower at Ukraine's Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant, currently under Russia's control. Moscow and Kiev accused each other of starting the fire, with both sides reporting no sign of elevated radiation. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky blamed Russia for the fire. He said that Russian forces had lit a fire on the premises of the plant, adding that it was visible from Kiev-held territory. A video posted by Zelensky on social media appeared to show fire and thick smoke inside one of the plant's cooling towers. Meanwhile, the UN nuclear watchdog said that its experts had witnessed strong, dark smoke coming from the northern area of the plant following multiple explosions. But it confirmed that there is no impact on nuclear safety. Belarus's defense ministry released footage of several tanks being loaded onto a train ready for transportation, accusing Ukraine of violating its airspace. Earlier on Saturday, Belarus said it sent more troops to reinforce its border with Ukraine, adding that Ukrainian drones had violated its airspace in the course of Kyiv's military incursion into Russia's Kursk region. Belarus's foreign ministry summoned Ukraine's chargé d'affaires and demanded measures to ensure that such incidents do not recur. So Moscow is sending reinforcements and evacuating civilians from the Kursk region. Dasha Chernyshova has more from Moscow.
Moscow said on Sunday that it had foiled Ukrainian attempts to break through deep into the Russian territory. Russian Ministry of Defense said it continued to fight against the Ukrainian incursion in the Kursk region and had destroyed up to 1,400 Ukrainian troops since Tuesday. It also released the videos showing the destruction of the Ukrainian military hardware. The MOD also said that it hit the Ukrainian military in the Sumy region of Ukraine. Local authorities have confirmed that more reinforcements were coming way to the Kursk region to stabilize the situation and ensure safety. Meanwhile, evacuations are ongoing, with more than 8,000 people leaving the Kursk region on Sunday. And the Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokeswoman Maria Zakharova said that Russia will have, quote, a tough response to the Ukrainian attacks on Russia's border regions. Dasha Cherneshova reporting in Moscow for DD India.
The United States and South Korea will conduct more than 10 days of large-scale military drills to strengthen the alliance's combined defense posture. The drills, dubbed Ulchi Freedom Shield, will be held from 19th to 29th of August. Officials said that the drills will reflect realistic threats such as the North Korean increasing missile threats, global positioning system jamming, cyber attacks, and lessons learned from recent armed conflicts. They added that United Nations Command member states would contribute military personnel to this exercise. The Neutrals Nations Supervisory Commission will conduct third-party observation of this exercise, adhering to responsibilities outlined in the Armistice Agreement. China's domestically developed large twin-engine unmanned transport aircraft successfully completed its maiden test flight at the Lanqian Airport in Zigong City in the southwestern province of Sichuan. The maiden test flight lasted 20 minutes with all systems functioning normally. The aircraft is the largest domestically developed unmanned transport aircraft designed to meet market demands in China. Moreover, the aircraft features easy loading and unloading, high reliability, safety, and intelligence. Indonesia's President Joko Widodo held his first cabinet meeting in his planned new capital of Nusantara before he steps down this October. Almost all 34 cabinet ministers attended Monday's meeting, including Minister and President-elect Prabowo Subianto, who will be inaugurated on the 20th of October. Years after announcing his flagship infrastructure project, Nusantara has faced multiple problems, including construction delays, a lack of foreign investment, and managerial and land issues. Jokowi said that the location was strategic and would promote equal development across Southeast Asia's largest economy. A recent unrest in the United Kingdom spoke volumes of the deep social divisions and the influence of far-right extremism. Since a knife attack at the end of July in Southport, northwestern England, left 3 children dead, far-right protests have rocked the UK, resulting in police officers being injured, stores looted, and hotels housing asylum seekers stormed. Authorities say that 779 people have been arrested over rioting in the UK, of which 349 were charged. Despite the grim situation, the UK officials say that they are prepared for any further outbreak. SpaceX and Tesla billionaire Elon Musk will do an interview with Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump on Monday night local time. In a highly anticipated event, media mogul Elon Musk is set to interview Donald Trump on his social media platform X. The interview comes at a pivotal moment for Trump's 2024 campaign, as his supporters are eager for renewed engagement and clarity on his policies and vision for the U.S. Following Musk's takeover of X, he reinstated Trump's account, which was suspended by the platform's former owners after the 6th January riots at the U.S. Capitol in 2021. Typhoon Maria made landfall in Japan on Monday, prompting officials to issue the highest level 5 emergency warning to thousands in northeastern Japan. The typhoon has brought a record 18.5 inches of rain in 48 hours up until the morning of August the 12th in Kuji City. Weather officials have called on locals to stay vigilant for mudslides, flooding, strong winds and high waves. Authorities issued the highest warning to more than thousands of residents after officials decided to have an emergency water release at the city's Tak Dam. A wildfire broke in Carbalan in Spain's lush northeastern region of Aragon that led the authorities to confine the nearby town because of heavy smoke and deploy firefighters backed up by water bomber aircraft. The blaze quickly spread, fanned by the winds. Spain has experienced a number of heat waves this summer, leading the weather agency to warn locals of the high risk of wildfires. Meanwhile, thick smoke billows from wildfire near Athens in Greece. More than 250 firefighters backed by 12 waterbombing planes and 7 helicopters battled the blaze that broke out at 1500 local time and quickly reached the village some 35 kilometers north of Athens as residents fled homes, and the blaze continued to spread as night fell when the sky turned orange. Hundreds of wildfires have broken out across Greece this summer, which just recorded its hottest June and July on record after its warmest winter. And still to come on this edition of DD India Live. Sajib Wazir-Joy, the son of ousted Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, refutes reports of his mother's resignation statement. Doctors in India announce a countrywide strike in protest against the murder and alleged sexual assault of a colleague. And India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi applauds the performance of the country's athletes at the Paris Olympics. You're watching DD India Live. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran. Sajib Wazir-Joy, the son of ousted Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, refuted reports surfacing in social media about her resignation. Wazir said that a newspaper report attributed to his mother is false and fabricated. In a post on X, he wrote, "The recent resignation statement attributed to my mother published in a newspaper is completely false and fabricated. I have just confirmed with her that she did not make any statement either before or since leaving Dhaka." A High Court judge, Syed Rifat Ahmed, was sworn in as the 25th Chief Justice of Bangladesh on Sunday. Bangladesh's President Mohammad Shahabuddin administered the oath of office to Justice Syed Rifat Ahmed at a ceremony in Dhaka. Chief Advisor to the interim government, Professor Muhammad Yunus, was also present on the occasion. Advisors to the interim government, judges, chiefs of the 3 armed forces, Attorney General and Supreme Court lawyers, including Bar Association leaders, among others, were present at the oath-taking ceremony. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi released 109 high-yielding, climate-resilient and biofortified varieties of crop at India Agricultural Research Institute in New Delhi on Sunday. He also interacted with scientists and farmers on the occasion. Now, this initiative aims to meet India's food security needs. The 109 varieties of 61 crop are high-yielding, climate-resilient and biofortified, with the goal of enhancing farm productivity and increasing farmers' incomes. Expressing his satisfaction with the new research conducted by Indian scientists, the Prime Minister said that the significant milestones are on the horizon as farmers are increasingly adopting natural farming.
आज हिंदुस्तान के कोने-कोने से जब मैं सूचना सुन रहा हूं ना कि किसान खुद अपनी धरती माँ की चिंता करने लगा है, वो भी मानने लगा है कि भाई ये फर्टिलाइजर, ये पेस्टिसाइड्स, ये दवाइयाँ सब तबाही कर रही है और वो प्राकृतिक खेती की तरफ मुड़ रहा है। और मैं देख रहा हूँ जब किसानों ने प्राकृतिक खेती की कमान संभाल ली है तो परिणाम बहुत बड़ा आएगा। मैंने तो पहले ही कहा था भाई तीसरे टर्म में मैं 3 गुना रफ्तार से काम करूंगा और यही।
The Prime Minister discussed the importance of millets and underlined how people are moving towards nutritious food.
लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी के जय जवान जय किसान को तो हमने बहुत सुना है। अटल जी ने उसमें जय विज्ञान भी जोड़ दिया था, लेकिन आज का युग बदल गया, इसलिए मैंने तो कहा भाई जय जवान जय किसान जय विज्ञान और सबसे महत्वपूर्ण जय अनुसंधान। और मैं बाजरे के खेतों में आपका जो वर्णन सुन रहा हूँ, ये इतने सारे नए बीज वैरायटी देख रहा हूँ, तो मुझे लगता है ये मंत्र सच्चे अर्थ में धरती पर उतरा है, ये खेतों में गूंज रहा है। और आप तो प्रगतिशील लोग लगते हैं, आप प्रयोगशील भी लगते हैं, और इसलिए मैं देख रहा हूँ कि आपके चेहरे पर ये जो खुशी है ना, ये सभी किसानों के चेहरे पर कैसे आए।
Resident doctors at major government hospitals across India are set to indefinitely halt elective services starting from Monday to protest against the murder and alleged sexual assault of a colleague in Kolkata city. The doctors are demanding immediate action in the case and measures to ensure protection for all healthcare workers. The Federation of Resident Doctors Association, in a statement and meeting on Sunday, also demanded CBI inquiry, fast-track court, removal of the principal of the RG Kar Medical College, formation of the Central Protection Act Committee. The tragic incident, which occurred on the 9th of August, has led to widespread outrage and protests. Meanwhile, in the wake of the rape and murder of a female postgraduate trainee doctor at the RG Kar Medical College and Hospital, the West Bengal government has appointed Professor Dr. Bulbul Mukhopadhyay as the new medical superintendent cum vice principal of the college. The world observes Elephant Day. It's an international annual event dedicated to the preservation and protection of the elephant population. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi extends greetings on World Elephant Day. To mark the occasion, he expressed on social media platform X, and I quote, "World Elephant Day is an occasion to appreciate the wide range of community efforts to protect elephants. At the same time, we reaffirm our commitment to doing everything possible to ensure elephants get a conducive habitat where they can thrive. For us in India, the elephant is linked to our culture and history too, and it's gladdening that over the last few years, their numbers have been on the rise," unquote. In sports news, India's campaign at the Paris Olympics finished with 6 medals. A total of 117 Indian athletes participated across 16 sports at the Paris Games. This Olympics will be remembered for as many as 6 fourth places finishes for India. The country fell just short of surpassing its previous best at the Tokyo Olympics. Our correspondent Narayan Singh is with us. Now, this was India's third best performance ever at the Games. So, Narayan, tell us about how the nation fared at these Games.
In shooting, where Manu Bhakar could have won another medal for India in the 25-meter pistol event, where she missed a bronze medal by a whisker. And talking about the another skeet mixed event where Maheshwari Chauhan and Anandji Naruka missed a medal in mixed skeet event. That was also another opportunity for the Indian team to win a medal. Talking about archery, where Dheeraj Bomadevra along with Ankita Bhagat finished fourth. They too missed a medal by a whisker. Lakshyan, who was there in the semi-finals and played the bronze medal match, he lost that match also. So here are the few cases where we lost the medal by a whisker. So if Indian athletes would have just translated those margins, then we would have at least 6 more medals. And also the athletes like Chirag Shetty and Satvik Sairaj, they were the medal contenders for the India. We were hoping that they will win at least bronze or silver, or they were they were the contenders for the gold, but there also we missed medals. Siftkor Samra too was a medal contender for India. So we can say that there were many aspects of the game, and talking about the Vinesh Fogart too, she booked her berth in the final of the wrestling event in the 50 kg category, but she was disqualified. If she would have been there playing the final, definitely we were hoping that she would have won a gold medal for India. If you take a broader picture, in hockey, we saw two back-to-back medals, first in Tokyo and now in Paris. If you talk about archery, first time Indian archery team was there in the semi-finals. And first time we saw a medal in the 50-meter rifle 3 position. That was through Swapnil Kusale. Indian athlete gave a stiff challenge to the athletes of the world. Even in the sports like table tennis, we saw the way Manika Batra was there in the pre-quarterfinals, and also our other women paddler, the way Srija Kula was there. So these are the achievements our athletes just created here at the Paris edition. We are hoping that things will continue, and in the future we will come out more stronger than ever.
And India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi appreciated the efforts of Indian contingent on social media platform X. He said, and I quote, "As the Paris Olympics conclude, I appreciate the efforts of the entire Indian contingent through the Games. All the athletes have given their best and every Indian is proud of them. Wishing our sporting heroes the best for their upcoming endeavors," unquote. Indian Space Research Organization celebrates the birth anniversary of Indian physicist and astronomer Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, who initiated space research and helped to develop nuclear power in India. Regarded as the father of Indian space program, Sarabhai was honored with Padma Bhushan in 1966 and Padma Vibhushan in 1972.
Dr. Vikram Sarabhai lived the life of a true nation builder.
In my opinion, the aspect of space research which I would like to stress most is in relation to the national capability, the self-confidence that this will generate. And if I were to give my own evaluation of this, I think the benefits of these far outweigh all the rest that we have been talking about.
Dr. Sarabhai's vision lives on in the exemplary institutions he established. The father of the Indian space program fostered unusual collaborations with NASA and the Soviet Union. He was honored with the Padma Vibhushan for his unparalleled, exceptional and distinguished service to the nation. As India gears up to celebrate its first National Space Day, the nation fondly remembers Dr. Vikram Sarabhai on his birth anniversary.
And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of DD India Live. You can get all the latest news and updates on the DD India mobile app. It's available on Android and iOS platforms. You can scan the QR code on the screen to download it. Let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. You can connect with us on Facebook, X and Instagram. You can also check out our website ddindia.co.in. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran. From all of us here in New Delhi, thanks for watching DD India Live.